My name is Adam, and this is Buddy, and we're here with the Philadelphia Science Festival to teach you about Alka rockets. Now, for this activity, we're going to be having a couple supplies, and we're going to walk through these. First, we're going to have one of these squirt bottles. This will be great for distributing water, so make sure that is something you have on hand when running the activity itself. You'll also be provided 4 film canisters. Now, each of these canisters also have some reflective tape on it, so that it makes it a little easier to find, especially in low light conditions. You'll also have with your kit a box containing 72 packets of these effervescent antacid tablets. Each activity or each run of these rockets really only needs about 1/2 of a tablet, so you have a good amount of opportunities here to launch many rockets throughout the run of your event. Now, when setting up for this, what you're going to need to do is open up one of these packets and take out 1 tablet. Now, for this initial run, we're only going to use 1/2 a tablet. The first step you're going to do is you're going to take some of your water that's in one of these squirt bottles and place some inside the canister. And again, for this initial run, we're just going to use that tape line as kind of where you want to end it at. Next, we're going to place it down into a flat surface. And here's the next step. You might want to have people try this out first, is make sure they know how the cap goes on. You want a really good seal. So we're going to do a little test run right now. Make sure we're good. So we're good to go. So now we're going to take that lid off again. And again, that step's going to be really quick once we drop that 1/2 of the Alka-Seltzer tablet inside of the canister. All right? So buddy, when I say go, what you're going to do is you're going to drop that tablet inside of here. Now wait, here's one more thing.
Okay.
All right? Because when this goes off, there might be a little mess, it's important that we back up, right? So when you're running this out somewhere else, you might want a little bit of a wider perimeter or radius. But for right now, we're just going to back up just a little bit. All right?
Great.
So count of 3, you're going to drop the tablet in. I'm going to cap it, flip it, and then we're going to back up a little bit. Are you ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we drop it in, put the cap on, flip it, and we're going to back up just a little bit. All right. Now, sometimes countdowns can help with this, right? So let's try one from 5, see if it works.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, see, sometimes it works.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Just try it from
I mean,
4.
every rocket, we don't actually know what exactly.
Go, but it
There it goes.
but it totally went off, right? And as you
Yeah.
can see, we do have a little bit of a mess here. Now, what's great is that when we provide you these materials, we are also providing you a plastic tablecloth. Now, this is also, again, best to do outside. It's a lot easier to handle messes that just involve water. Now, here's the thing. Some issues people might have when running this is they'll notice when they put the cap on and flip it that it's leaking a little. Now, that just could be because you don't have the lid on tight enough. If you wait about 20 seconds and it doesn't go off, feel free to walk up, pick it up, and gently peel the lid off and try again. Other things to keep in mind is that because the surface does get wet, if you have any pre-cut Alka-Seltzer tablets lying around, they'll start to cause that reaction and get really gross throughout the run of the event. So try your best to keep any unused tablets set somewhere dry. And what may be a good idea to do to help run the activity a little bit faster later on is to pre-cut all the tablets in half. So if somebody later just wants to try a 1/2 a tablet, they can. Or if they want to try a whole, they'll just put 2 halves in. Now, buddy, how did this rocket go off? What makes it go up in the air?
So these are really, really fun to talk about Sir Isaac Newton's 3rd law of motion, which states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And this is the exact same scientific principle that a real rocket works on. With an actual rocket, out of the bottom of our rocket, we usually have lots of fire and smoke, which is what a lot of people think of. But there's also lots of gas that comes out the bottom. And it's the force of this gas exiting the bottom of the rocket that the opposite reaction, the rocket going up, occurs. And with the equal amount of force, however much force that gas is coming out of the bottom, that is the same amount of force that the rocket is going to have going up or away from the surface of the Earth, to be a little bit more accurate. So our rocket, our Alka rocket, works the exact same way. By taking our Alka-Seltzer here
Here's a better one for you.
and mixing it with water, you can see, by the way, these are completely safe to touch since technically people, put these in water and eat them anyways, so don't eat these. But these are perfectly safe to touch, and they're going to react with the water, creating lots and lots of bubbles. There's lots of gas that is built up from these two mixing together. Now, what the really important part here was exactly what Adam was saying with the lid. By making that tight seal, we are trapping all of that gas inside of our canister. And by flipping it over and putting the lid down towards the table, the lid is the weakest point of our container. So that's what's going to pop off. Since it's against the table, The initial reaction is the gas forcing the lid off down against the table. The equal and opposite reaction is the rest of the canister, this part, going up away from the table. So however much force the gas has, pushing down is how much your rocket is going to have going up.
Very cool. Well, I hope this helped answer any questions when running one of your Alka rockets for any event. And I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope everyone running the activity enjoys themselves too. Thank you very much.